Okay, so what kind of cell phone tower lease income can you make from one of these things, right? From one of these towers? It really depends. You can make little, next to nothing, like I've seen here. One example I could tell you where a sheriff's department or county police or whatever needed a communications tower replaced for their radios, right? So. And then they had a carrier come in about 20 years ago and offered to replace the tower, and they obliged them, right? And they did replace the tower. The police department got a new place to stick their antennas, right? And the carrier got a cell site for $1 per year for the next 100 years. So you could really get the shaft that way, right? So that cell tower income of, let's see, $1 a year, that's not very good, right? Especially since on that particular example, they actually give them the right to sublet, and now there's like 3 other tenants up there. The tower is probably generating $200,000 a year for the tower owner. And it is generating $1 a year for the county. Yeah, so that's a really bad example. We've seen other examples of really low cell tower income. I've seen examples of really high cell tower income of where a municipality, for example, is getting about $18,000 to $20,000 a month off of a mature site that has gone up. So. Typically, what kind of income can you generate with one of these things? $500 to $1,500 a month is typical on a tower. Maybe $1,000 a month or less. It really depends on how you structure it, because the money in these things, the real income opportunity, is if you are able to negotiate subleasing, revenue share, right? So you have an anchor tenant like Verizon or T-Mobile, whoever. Usually you're dealing with a developer. So you have, let's say you have $1,000 a month on the base rent, right? So Verizon is the first carrier to hop on, or T-Mobile or whatever. And the tower company pays you, let's say $1,000 a month. And then, if you're able to get revenue share, whatever, 10, 20, 30%, and you have carrier number 2 hop on, and then your rent goes up by, let's say, $400 or $500 a month, and then carrier 3 hops on, so you have 2 subtenants in addition to the anchor tenant, and your rent is up to whatever, $2,000, $2,200, $2,300, $2,500 a month, and then it's increasing, let's say, at 3% a year. The problem that you run into is that they're just not going to give you that. You need to be able to tactfully negotiate that. That's where we come in. We help coach and consult for property owners and their attorneys, and help you to navigate these very complicated, oftentimes confusing and convoluted cell site negotiations. So if you have a rooftop, for example, maybe you're starting out at $2,000 a month, or $3,000 a month, or more. Sometimes you might be offered a one-time lump sum payment. I know that many times property owners are offered $100,000, for a 50-year easement, for example. That's also the kind of deal. I wouldn't do a deal like that, but you see offers like that now more and more. If you have questions about one of these cell phone tower proposals, and you're wondering what kind of income you could generate on a proposal that you've received, or if you have a deal and it's been undervalued, let's say you're only making $500 to $600 a month after 20 years and it's time to renew, you really should give us a call. We will evaluate the site for you and make sure that the second time around you're getting a much better deal. Our number is 888-313-9750. You can visit us at towergenius.com, or follow the link in the description of this video to our site. You can fill out a form there. Please give us a thumbs up if you learned anything from this content, and you can always subscribe as well. We appreciate that. Have a great day.